A sporting goods store might accept a $100 bill for the purchase of a bicycle, but the corner store will not take a $100 bill when you buy a package of gum. That is why people often carry smaller denominations in their wallet. It makes everyday transactions easier. The same concept is true for the energy transactions in cells. Cells need energy, their currency, to take care of everyday functions, and they need it in many denominations. As humans, we eat food for energy, but food molecules provide too much energy for our cells to use all at once. For quick cellular transactions, your cells store energy in a small molecule of ATP. This is analogous to a $1 bill for your cell's daily activities. This is a model of ATP. The big word for that is adenosine triphosphate. So there's going to be some questions about it. Number 1, the diagram of ATP in Model 1 has 3 parts. Using your knowledge of biomolecules to label the molecule, use your knowledge of biomolecules to label the molecule with an adenine section, a ribose sugar section, and phosphate groups. All right, so first of all, the phosphate groups are going to be the easiest, right? Because I know that this, the P's, PPP, that is the phosphate groups. All right, now I'm going to go ahead and cross that off because I did that. Now I got to choose here adenine and ribose sugar. So you may or may not remember that a sugar contains carbon, hydrogen, and oxygen only. So when I look at these 2 parts, I see this one has nitrogen in it, so I know that that's not the sugar. So this part right here must be the sugar. And this part right here then, okay, I did the ribose, ribose sugar. Then the other part that's not labeled yet, I'm going to label that adenine. And if you remember DNA with the A goes with T and C goes with G, this is the same adenine. So your cell uses the same molecules for ATP that it does for nucleic acids sometimes. All right, now I have to, for number 2 here, refer to Model 1. What is meant by the tri in the name, adenosine triphosphate? Well, when I look at the number of phosphate groups, how many do I see? 1, 2, 3. So I'm just going to put, there are 3 phosphates in it. Now, here's where it gets, you might be confused because it says discuss with your group the structure of adenine diphosphate, ADP, might look like. Draw or describe your conclusions. So at home, you're not going to have a group of people that want to discuss probably ADP and ATP. So let's just think about it. If the T stood for tri and that meant 3, the D stands for di. If I was in a group here, I'd be like, oh, I think that means 2. Hey, you're right. So I will say 2 phosphates. Now, I might want to draw all of this out, but that's going to take me a long time. So how about if I just put that it's got the adenine, just call it like that, and then it's got the ribose, sugar, so those are still there, but instead of having 3 phosphates, it's going to go 2 phosphates. Okay. All right, so now I'm going to flip the page over, and you see it says Model 2, hydrolysis of ATP. So then we have, it looks like ATP here, and it looks like H2O is coming in there, and then I see an arrow here, so that means that's a chemical reaction. Then we have ADP here, because I see 2 phosphates, but then plus energy plus what's called the inorganic phosphate. So essentially that phosphate breaks up. Hi, Bashar.